The world honestly was a better off, much, much better off place when quirks ruled. When quirks first emerged, it was havoc. And the powerful stood tall, while the weak knew their fucking place. They didn't stand out, they didn't act out of order, they knew their place. But of course, there were still those who thought this was wrong. Hell, think about it. Governments rule. What are the government? They are the powerful. They are those who are in positions, those who are demanding. The only issue with me is, now that I think about it, that philosophy was stupid, because the powerful would only look down on the weak. And I wanted to make a world where there were only the powerful. My goal was to change the fundamental forces of a quirk and make it to where everyone will have a powerful quirk from birth. That way no one can be looked down upon. That way no one could have been a villain. I jotted these thoughts down my whole life. I was quirkless after all for a majority of it. And as these thoughts were jotted down, I had the plans, I had the info. There was just one kid, Terrorizing Bakugo. Just so happens to be my older cousin. He destroyed everything I've ever had. He picked on me, he bullied me, hell, he abused me. Hell, let me just show you one of the scars. This scar on my back here, he did this on some Azula type shit. Fucked up my whole back. But you know, I do have his head on a spike, so, you know, doesn't really matter anymore. Cause you know, he's dead, so it don't matter. The motherfucking bitch is dead. But, hey, you know what? It does matter. It does matter. It fucking matters. It's always those who are in positions of power who always continue to use their power to get whatever the hell it is they want. Oh wait, all of them are dead now. I don't think it does matter. They're all fucking dead. My life was shit. You know, I was quirkless. My mother, a powerful. I mean, a bitch was top 10. Bitch was literally considered the queen of the sky. Inko Midoriya. Quirk, flight. You know what you're thinking, oh, flight kinda ass. You know, it was. Until you realize the fact that her quirk did way more than just fucking fly. When my mother flew, she had a barrier that formed around her. The barrier was completely indestructible unless you were someone on the level of the top 10 pros. Her barrier made it to where anyone who she touches or anything that she touches was also coated in it. My mother used a staff and a sword in battle. The bitch was overpowered. And even then, she learned how to coat herself in this barrier at all times, so it did not matter. The bitch had indestructibility and flight. She was a fucking problem. And then, there was my father. Motherfucking Zeus. Let's just put it simple. The nigga was Zeus. Oh shit, my bad. Oh wait, I don't care. I can say whatever the hell it is I want. He was Zeus. Literally Zeus. Man could control lightning. He had super strength, super speed. He could shapeshift. I mean, he was Zeus. He was the number 2 pro. You know, till he died. Whoops. I don't know what happened. But he did. So, you know, and that was me. Born. You know, everybody expected me to be great. Quirkless ass bitch. I was born like that. A quirkless ass bitch. And everyone knew it. Once it hit the news that I was quirkless when I hit 4, oh my god, my life went upside down. My mama ain't give one fuck about me. And my father barely gave a fuck. Well, every time he seen me, it's like he just had this look of absolute disappointment. Sadness in his eyes. But you know, I can't even blame the man that much because, you know, he is dead. Died before I could kill him. But still pretty fucked up, right? Yeah, it's fucked up. And you know, started getting abused, you know. The maids didn't give a fuck. They didn't listen to me. They didn't care. They didn't even clean my sheets. Now, I had to learn how to do all this shit on my own. Had to learn how to cook, clean. Hell, my mother didn't even care that the chefs, the maids, and everybody who she hired to take care of me ain't do shit. But you know, what the fuck ever. So I began to come up with my plans. My plans in order to make the quirk perfect. My plans in order to make it to where a singular individual could come in and their quirk could be determined and that quirk could be altered in order to perfectly fit them in a useful, either heroic or professional situation. And my idea was perfect. My idea is perfect because my idea fucking works. It works. But no, don't listen to the quirkless kid. Cause you know what? Why would anybody listen to me? But you know, whatever. That's what I did. I worked on that and only that, and Koski destroyed it. He set me up with many people. And when I was in 8th grade, got my first ever little girlfriend. That summer, he smashed, recorded, and sent it to me. And you know, you would think, you know, that maybe that's, you know, that's a little crazy. You know, you guys were in 8th grade. They are some weird ass kids. That isn't the point. The point is, literally had me dating someone for 2 whole years, happy. Yes, 2 years. I said 8, but technically 7. 2 years of absolute happiness. And what the fuck he did? They played with my feelings. Had me thinking I had someone to give a fuck. But nah, you know, it's whatever. And then let's talk about you, All Might. After all, you know, the public, they are looking at you right now. And yes, everyone is watching. Why are they watching? It's the only thing on TV. Only thing on their phones. Only thing on anything. Hell, the cars got it on them. Let's talk about you. When that day that I was attacked by that sludge villain, you saved me. I grabbed on your leg and begged 2 questions. Number 1, was it possible for me to be a hero without a quirk? Your answer was no. You see, that discouraged me. But it didn't break my motivation because I had one more question. I showed you my notebook. I showed you my notes and my research, and you told me to leave it the hell alone. You told me to never, under any circumstances. As a matter of fact, you threw it off the roof. And you left. You told me something like that should never get into the hands of anyone. You told me that if anything like me were to ever exist, I'll become power hungry, a villain and a monster, and that if you had enough power, you would have actually taken me out. You viewed me as a monster. You viewed me as something that should never be born as a hero. All because of you. All you had to say was it would have worked. All you had to say was I had a chance. But no, you didn't. Instead, you destroyed the only dream that I had. You might go on and on and on about all for one, he's fucking dead. Who killed him? Me. So, what does it matter about all for one if I literally fixed the main problem in all of quirk society? It doesn't. Now for the people, for all those who have horrible quirks, mutant quirks, and for those of you who are quirkless, witness as I put an end to one of the only men whose opinion truly mattered to me. Witness as I put an end to the era of those of us who have to go through hell every day. From here, Izuku proceeds to cut open All Might's throat, but he forces All Might to live through it. I'm not gonna say how quite yet, but just know All Might's alive. Izuku then grabs All Might's, like, whatever the bone is called, whatever the fuck that bone is called, and he slowly pulls it down as he brutally rips All Might open. And All Might dies on the spot. Izuku just killed this man in one of the most brutal ways imaginable. And the world has seen it. Anyways, guys, I know this story is kind of hard to follow right now, and yes, I'm like 8 minutes in, but I don't care. The story's kind of hard to follow right now, but it's kind of just the beginning in order to actually make things a bit interesting. So now, from here, we're gonna start where we were on the roof, okay? Anyways, after hearing this information from All Might, this actually discouraged Deku. Deku believed that his plans would work. His plans were to take the genes from animals and the genes from plants that inherited slight quirks or very weak quirks, and take the gene from the quirk user, and using gene therapy and deciphering the perfect combination, he could create a new gene. And once that gene is inserted into the quirk will actually mutate and or evolve into a quirk powerful enough to actually be useful. And the same logic would even apply towards a quirkless person, because at the end of the day, the genes for a quirk are still there, and he will still be able to manipulate those genes even if it didn't form into a quirk. which means that Izuku is going to actually manipulate the genes into forming into a quirk. And once it forms into a quirk, if he views the quirk, or if the quirk is straight up useless, he'll be able to actually augment it yet again. Which, oh, I just did some anime smart shit. What the fuck? I didn't even know. I really just did some anime smart shit. Like, I did not think I was gonna be able to actually do that, because that's some smart ass shit. I would have actually did that. Anyways, yeah, that's what Izuku decides to do. And no one actually cared. So when Izuku got home that day, he laid in his bed and he begins to think, you know what? Fuck it. I can't be a hero. My mother doesn't care. My father doesn't care. Well, he's dead, so. No friends, no family. Izuku will look at his arm and see an explosion mark. This shit. Look at his other arm. Whip marks on it. The kid with the fingers, by the way, in case y'all wondering. But he just thinks, I had so many opportunities. Intelligence like mine shouldn't go to waste on anyone. Fuck it. Fuck everything and everybody. From here, Deku began to do all of his research that he possibly could only on this. Deku begins to do many experiments, many vile, and some are just straight up stupid. He harmed himself in horrible ways over the next 10 months. Actually, a little bit longer, over the next 11. I'm going to be pushing Vince back a lot, guys, so please be prepared. So next 11 months, things aren't even going to start yet. Like, I'm going to be pushing things so far back. As a matter of fact, make it better. Okay, UA is going to be like a fucking, I don't know, junior thing. Like, junior year, then you can go to UA. Okay, so, yeah. So I'm going to say, like, after your sophomore year, you got to go to UA if you want to be a hero. So, yeah. That means I'm going to be giving Deku 2 fucking years of preparation. Plus 10 months. So, with that being said, that's what he does. Sorry if you guys keep hearing me snort. Also, sorry about that 3-hour video. Y'all not getting it. I'm sorry. You're not. But that's what he does. He focuses entirely on that. Torturing himself in ways that he shouldn't have ever done. Until eventually, Deku awakens. Deku wakes up one night. And when he wakes up, he sees every light in the whole house geeking out. And Deku's confused as fuck. And so is Inko. She comes out like, bro, what the hell's going on in my house? Deku's like, what the fuck? Lightning begins to sparks all around the house. The electricity instantly cuts out. And it boosts back on. And it cuts right back off. Inko's confused. She has some of the top security, top tech in the whole freaking world. And it just blipped out like that. As this happens, Deku begins to wonder, fuck is going on? He doesn't really say it out loud, and he kind of avoids Inko, but Inko doesn't care. Inko grabs him and says, look, you little nerd ass bitch, fix it. Deku's like, damn, okay, I don't know how to do that though. Inko says, of course you don't. Your father has a powerful quirk. Bro, you are get the fuck out. And Izuku's forced to get out. And he's like, bro, I didn't even do anything. But he don't give a fuck no more. Izuku just does not care, y'all. Like, caring and Izuku, different people. Different people. He does not care anymore. So he just walked out. And after he walks out, Inko's like, oh my fucking god. Oh my god. Okay. The power stays out. And everywhere Deku goes, the power begins to cut out. And Deku begins to realize, yo, hold on. Is it me? So he begins to do the logical thing. And bro starts experimenting immediately. Bro goes up to a car, touches it, and it goes fucking crazy. The car cuts on, engines turns on, music turns on, and then the alarm turns on. And then it all stops. And Deku's like, oh shh, and he has to run. He goes from building after building, testing this, and just cutting off people's powers like a dickhead. Once he figures this out, he will hear clapping. Well done, kid. Deku will look around. What the fuck? I'm surprised. I've been watching you for a while. I thought your research was stupid. And to be honest, it really is. But the fact that it worked, now that's the catcher. Fuck are you? My name isn't really important. What I'm here for is, though, your research is amazing. Okay, look, I'm gonna keep it real. I don't give a fuck about anything or anyone, but if you touch my booty, I will absolutely destroy you. Listen, you just got your quirk. You ain't touching shit. I will beat your ass. More importantly, I want you to work for me. You know, Hero Society doesn't care for you. Villains really don't give a fuck. But we do one thing that the heroes don't do, and we stick together. You guys literally kill each other all the time. I don't want to be a villain. I don't want to be a hero. I just want to live out my life and live out my only dream. And how is that dream working for you? All Might doesn't want you to do it. All Might's the #1 pro. All Might's a simple piece. All Might is, oh my god, get off his dick. We get it. He's the #1 pro. People care. People like him. But nobody actually gives a fuck at the end of the day if that man lived or died. You sure? The criminals will care. If he dies, Endeavor steps up. If he dies, Stars and Stripes steps up. He's not the only symbol. Be realistic, though. Who the fuck's gonna be scared of Endeavor that ain't scared of All Might? I know I'm not. I'll beat the fuck out of Endeavor. So what? What I'm saying is, work for me. Give me a chance. Okay, look. First off, I can't see your face. You don't want to see my face. Why, you ugly? Kind of the opposite, but maybe I am now. Okay, well, you ugly. Just say that you're ugly. I mean, if you ugly, just say you ugly. Look, man. I just want you to work for me. For what? Your quirk idea is genius, and I will make sure that it reaches the whole world. But you just told me it was dumb. You literally just said that. I said that because of quirk evolution. I can stop that too. But why would you stop that? Evolution is impossible to stop, but it's possible to slow it down. Bring it to a controlled state. I've already accounted for that. You accounted for it? And how you know about my research? Are you watching me? And All Might's like, look. I mean, my bad. All For One's like, look. Okay, you little fucking brat. And then it's like, oh. Deku's like, he's like, okay. Whoa. Look. I value my booty. Stay away from me. Grown man touching me. Deku begins to scream. As he does, All For One literally blitz him and immediately drag him into an alley. Once he does, All For One snap his fingers and Deku can no longer speak. As this happens, he begins to give him ideas after ideas, and bro just starts nerding this man up. Like, he gives him nothing but straight nerd shit. And after that, Deku agrees. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I couldn't think of a way to make him agree, so we just gonna do that. Okay, he agrees. Anyways, after Deku agrees with All For One, yeah, I'm having too much fun with this video. I ain't had this much fun in a minute. But he agrees and he goes off. After going off, Deku just straight up left with All For One. And after leaving, All For One and Uchiko actually analyzed Deku's quirk, and they're like, this kid is stronger than his father. Maybe not now, but he has the potential to be. So, All For One would tell him, kid, I don't really know, name your quirk whatever the fuck it is you want, but let me explain it. It's like this. You have lightning manipulation, enhanced strength, speed, durability, regeneration. You are lightning. You literally are lightning. You have technology manipulation. You have shape-shifting. You have energy, lightning, like every type of lightning-based power you can do, plus shape-shifting. And you may also have your mother's indestructibility added on top of that durability, added on top of the fact that you are literally living energy. They're like, so I'm just my dad plus Endeavor plus some random shape-shifting dude. Yeah, so what all can I shape-shift into? It looks like currently you can only shape-shift into birds, like an eagle. Yes, I am. I'm literally making him an evil Zeus, y'all. Like, realistically, I could give him way more powers than Zeus has, but I only want to give him that. So I can shapeshift into a fucking bird. But I can already fly. You may be able to also shapeshift onto anything else. We don't know, bro. We don't know. But since you did experiment on birds, squirrels, a fucking bear somehow, maybe those are the only 3 you could turn into. After all, those were the genes that you took from and the plants, but it doesn't seem to show anything actually useful in the plant. And of course, you took your own genes, which those genes have the genes of your mother and father, which has the genes of their quirk, which, shaboom, here we are with you. From here, Deku will say, well, how am I supposed to learn how to use this? You already did. You know how your power interacts with technology and electricity around you. All of it flows towards you and interacts with you. That means that at first you have to learn to control that, because my building is not going to keep going out of power. How is this place not out of power? Because it runs off blood. What? What? It's alive. This is a living building. This is a person that we're in right now. Yes, Daddy. Oh my God, stay inside of me. Shut up! Freaky motherfucker. Izuku just look. I know. Look. This building is freaky. All right, it's gonna get really weird for you for the next couple of days, but months, however the fuck long you gotta be in here to learn how to use your quirk. Just know shit's gonna get weird. I'm telling you now. And the 10 months of training are over. This says, but it hasn't been 2 years yet. Of course not. But we know that at this time period, the kids go to the UA entrance exams in order to actually enter and get their entrance accepted by the time junior year starts. Some of them get coaches. Some of them get teachers to train them over the next couple of years to get them ready for full-time UA. And I'm going to get you one as well. His name, I don't know yet, but just know it may be some random guy for all I care. It may be a powerful villain in another country. What does matter though, you're gonna get yourself a teacher just as they're gonna have their teachers. We're gonna make you a problem. As All For One leaves, from here, the next 2 years will pass, and Deku does his training. To put it simply, it was good training. Bro got prepared, bro got hooked up, bro got ready. And now that it's over, but it's gonna be one little problem. Bro goes insane. Deku during this time, like, he actually loses it. Deku already lost his mind before this. Deku didn't give a fuck about anything or anyone. Now he really don't give a fuck. Deku's like, bro, Deku's done. Deku's gonna be one of the, like, y'all, this one probably gonna be one of my funniest and probably one of my most brutal Dekus in the series. Because I'm gonna give this man a sense of humor. I have a sense of humor, but I'm also gonna make this man a D1 crash out and a villain for no fucking reason. Well, he has a pretty good reason in some line. Y'all, I genuinely wanted to make him evil just cause, like the Naruto one. But let's just be realistic. That kind of don't fit Deku. Naruto realistically could have just been an evil ass nigga, and what the fuck were they gonna do? It would have been their fault. With that being said, time skip. Okay, time skip starts. Deku has been spying on UA, and he's been doing so pretty easily. He's able to actually transform into a bird, and he just simply watches in the windows and just listens to everything that they say, because Deku can hear the electrical flow of everything. So he's been gathering information on them for months. And now it's the day of the USJ attack, and now it's time for me to go crazy. Anyways, the USJ attack will start off, and everything will actually happen as it did per normal. The difference is, though, the teleportation scene. That doesn't happen yet. As a matter of fact, when Bakugo and Kirishima goes in to punch Kurogiri, Deku actually catches Bakugo's face, and he goes through Kurogiri. From there, they will land in a desert, like just a desert area. And Bakugo looks around confused. What the fuck? Fuck are you? Hey, who the hell are you? I'm gonna tell you one time, bro. One time. Stop all that fucking yelling. I don't know who the hell you think you are, Blanca, but I'm gonna beat the fuck out of you. Bakugo shoots explosions forward. He goes in and immediately goes in for an explosion point blank range. Deku would dodge and immediately hit Bakugo with a right hook. Bakugo, like, flung clean across the sky. Absolutely stunned. Bro's, it just, like, he literally just drags across the ground as he, like, tries to get up. He then sees Deku blitz forward and kick his face into the ground. Bakugo then literally witnesses Deku places his foot on him. Now, can we just talk, bro? Shut up! You yell one more time, I will rip out your fucking vocal cords. Shut the fuck up with all that screaming. I'll kill you, you fucking bastard, you fucking bitch. Bro, shut the fuck up. Deku then says, why won't you? You know what? Talk again, I'm cutting off ear. And Boss said, you're not gonna do. Deku proceeds to rip his ear clean off. Deku then proceeds to create tendrils of lightning that goes into bro's ears, and he starts playing around. Says, you know, I could give you Down syndrome right now, and then I could like literally like I can give you Down syndrome right now. He begins to literally toy with the nerves in Bakugo's brain, and Bakugo just. I'm going to hell. I'm going to hell. Why did I just do that? I don't care. It's funny. It's going in the video. I don't care. I'm not cutting it. He literally begins to literally like just toy around with the nerves in Bakugo's brain. Then he just stops, put everything back together correctly, and then bro proceeds to just stand up and say, I'm gonna give you a chance to fight. And if I feel like you did good, I won't kill you. You won't leave in good condition because I'm gonna fuck up your whole life. I just want you to know that right now. Your life is gonna be ruined. Like, I'm your arch enemy. You're gonna hate your life. And don't even ask who I am, because it don't matter. But what does matter is I'm fucking up your life. So let's just do this now. Come at me. Bakugo literally says, you ain't gonna do shit, bitch! As he flies for full speed. Die! Goes in for an explosion. Point blank range, Deku face. Deku ducks, uppercuts him. Bakugo flung upwards. Deku then proceeds to jump, spin, kick Bakugo square across the gut. Well, the ribs. He kicks him in the ribs and bro sent flying. Deku's like, man, your trainer ain't teach you shit. Bakugo gets up like, yeah, I'm more powerful than you think, you fucking bitch. As he shoots forward yet again. And bro then proceeds to slide, and I'm pretty sure they had the hero stuff, and like goes in for like an explosion. Which Deku sees, and he just literally grabs the explosion as lightning would form around his hand, and the explosion would turn to a red color, and he smacks Bakugo with the meanest pimp slap with an explosion behind it. And Bakugo sent flying. Deku's absolutely disrespecting him. Deku then says, oh, I'll be right back. Bro teleports off in a bolt of lightning, reappears holding Masaru, Bakugo's dad, and he throws him to the ground. Now, you've put up a challenge. Deku then snaps his fingers. Masaru can no longer move. All the nerves within his body shuts out, paralyzing him. If you can actually do something, he lives. You know what? I don't want to do that. If you could actually do something, he won't be paralyzed forever. Why? What? Wait. How did you get my father? It don't matter. What does matter is this. Okay? I got your father because your father a bitch. Simple. Like I said. I got your father because your father's a bitch. And you're a bitch. Simply put, I'm gonna do this one time. One time. If you can do something, I won't leave him paralyzed. And I'm not gonna kill him. I want him to be a burden on y'all. So, one of the two. And I won't fuck your mom. So, let's just go ahead on and get shit done, Bakugo. Now. Bakugo's like, what did I do to you? You did a lot of shit to a lot of people, so I'm gonna keep it brief. Come at me, or else I'll kill this nigga. And Bakugo rushes forward at full speed. Once he does, he goes in for explosion after explosion after explosion after explosion. And like, he's fighting wild now. And Deku's just dodging all this. He's like, bro, fight smart. As he punches Bakugo in the nose. Proceeds to literally grab Bakugo's other ear and literally drag him by it as he ends up punching Bakugo in the face. Bakugo's just getting absolutely dogged right now. And everything Bakugo tries, Deku just absolutely beats the shit out of him, avoids, or just straight up boats him. Bakugo's like, you know what? I'm about to be dramatic. Deku then flies into the air, creates thunder clouds everywhere, creates a fucking throne, proceeds to literally shoot Bakugo with a Zeus-style lightning bolt. And Bakugo's hit by that and bro's laid out. Deku then proceeds to land, grab Masaru. Alright, so I got a question, dude. Do you want him to be paralyzed from the waist down or waist up? Bakugo's like, you please don't. Okay, look, if I do waist up, I'm only gonna fuck up his arms and his ribs, okay? I'm gonna let the man be able to move his head at least. And his feet. I might fuck up his dick too, so I just don't want him to fuck your mom. Your mom's too bad for him. And was like, yeah, please, bro, just please. They're like, don't start crying, man. I'm only paralyzing him. He'll live. Your mom won't when I'm finished, but he'll live. So come on, which one?
Don't let him take my balls, son. Don't let him take my balls, son. Please, son. Don't let him take my...
You say one word, and I'll rip them bitches off and put them in your mouth. The legs. Sorry, no balls. And Deku proceeds to paralyze Masaru. This video is wild. And once he does so, he just drops bro to the ground. And Masaru, he's laid out. He's bro's done for. Deku then proceeds to teleport Masaru to the hospital. And he says, oh yeah, he's in the hospital, the one you guys usually use. And then he proceeds to look at Bakugo. I'm gonna let you live. But I want you to know this. Every opportunity that you get, every chance that you will ever be successful in your life, thank me. Because I'm gonna make your life a living hell. And every sense of happiness and peace you get, thank me. Because I planned that. I made it that way. I always make it that way. And you're not going to have shit. Deku then proceeds to turn. I ain't gonna fake though. Hey yo, that pink girl in your class, I might have to hit that. I don't even care. Hey, let me show you. You know my identity. I could be right beside you. I could be Kaminari. Just saying. Alright, I'm gonna take it back to USJ. Deku then proceeds to take Bakugo back to the USJ, and bro then proceeds to see All Might. And Deku's whole personality shifts as bro throws everything to the side, bombs for it, and then he socks All Might square across the face. All Might is sent flying. She realizes like, yo, bro, calm down. They said, shut the fuck up. As he goes in at full speed and immediately starts ming, hitting All Might with combo after combo. Deku then proceeds to duck and strike All Might square across the jaw. And All Might's like stunned, like, who the fuck is this? Bro, the Nomu then rushes forward, and like Deku and the Nomu are absolutely tag teaming All Might right now. And bro, All Might is getting his ass beat. All Might is getting his ass beat, like way worse than when he was in canon. To the point where Kurogiri and Shigaraki started jumping him as well. And I ain't gonna fake. He may not make it. I ain't gonna lie. Like I feel like killing him like now is a little too early. But I low-key could, and I could still make the series work. But you know what I did at the beginning of the video, so he kept him alive, so I can't do that. Anyways. Deku is like, bro, All Might ends up striking Deku though. Like he punches him in the stomach, and he knocks the soul out of Deku, and Deku is sent flying. As soon as it happens, like,
oh my god, what the fuck did this man just hit me with? Oh my fucking god. Oh shit, I'm invincible. I'm dead as indestructible with this shit. Oh my god.
And All Might's just like, that's what you get, you foul villain. Shut the fuck up. And Deku bones forward and proceeds to create 2 lightning swords. I'm gonna kill you. And he goes in to slice at All Might. All Might proceeds to dodge and proceeds to boom Deku across the face. And then All Might elbows the Nomu at full strength. Like with every ounce of One For All he can release, and blows the Nomu's fucking skull off. As Deku sees this, he realizes the Nomu ain't getting back up. I was like, why it ain't getting up? Bro, why isn't it getting up? And Shigaraki's like, it can't regenerate its brain. Nigga, what? It can't regenerate its brain. It can't regenerate its brain. Get me out of here! And as he says, his Kurogiri proceeds. It's like, you can teleport, you idiot! And boom. It's like, oh yeah, I can. And bro teleports out. And so does Shigaraki and Kurogiri. And from here, bro, All Might rushed to the hospital actually, because Deku put up Deku and Nomu together did way more damage than what even with Kurogiri, Shigaraki, and Nomu all in the original anime did, plus the kids distracting. But that really was the only thing that's kind of taken away because they almost killed him. But yeah, they are. I said I ain't gonna fake. I low-key made Deku say a couple too many times, and I'm low-key might get this video taken down. But yeah, it probably is gonna get this video taken down. I'm not even much gonna lie. And since for the sake of this video, I'm just gonna want to put in adult only, because I'm sorry y'all, but I said it probably too many times, and I made Deku say it too many times, and I don't want YouTube to take the video down. Well, it's gonna take the video down. I ain't gonna fake it. They might take it down. And if they take it down, bro, I'm just gonna redo it. I have this. I'm gonna make a script. I'm just gonna edit the video and rewatch it myself so I can know everything I said and everything I did at the exact moment I did it. But anyways, back on with this. They teleport back, and as soon as they did, Shigaraki grabs him. Bro, you cannot do that. We had a plan. That's a shut up about your plan. Your plan is to create a Nomu, right? What was his quirk? Shock absorption, super strength, regeneration. Cool. Deadly combo. All Might socked that thing in the fucking skull and it died. It has regeneration. It can't regenerate its brain once it's destroyed. He elbowed it to death. To death. With his... You are not making another project. Dr. Ujiko, it is only us who work on anything. I don't care about what this kid has to say. Kid, I'm older than you. You don't act like it. Act like you're your age. You are pathetic. You are sad. And it's making me disgusted. You are literally nothing but an angry fanboy. You have all my shit in your room. You did too at one point. Of course I did. I was a kid. Everyone did. It's All Might. As much as I hate the bastard. But that doesn't mean you should worry about it. You're obsessed. I'm obsessed. The second you seen All Might, you crashed out. Yeah, because I actually want to kill him. What about you? What do you want to do? I want him dead. For what? For Hero Society to crumble. So if it wasn't up to him dying, would you kill him? If you could just make Hero Society crumble without it. No. He's a true hero. Exactly, you dick rotten bitch. And Deku then proceeds to walk away. Bro, I'm cutting up. Okay, look, as he walks away, All Might, like, all for one, and all for one on the TV screen, Ujiko, choreographed, it's like, damn. How do we even, can we even defend this, man? Can we even defend Shigaraki? No, from here, guys, I'm going to be pushing events back yet again, but it's mainly in order to actually increase the plot. Which means that, guys, I'm going to actually push the sports festival back 2 months. Yes, 2 months is quite a while, but for the sake of the story. During these 2 months, Deku begins to do things unexpectedly. Number 1, Deku learns how to change the color of his hair with shape-shifting. He can only turn it red or black, but he can still change the color of his hair. Deku also learned how to actually control his shape-shifting to a much better degree, learning that he can now turn into birds, snakes, bears, and bulls, because Zeus used those animals to rape people before. But, I'm sorry, that's what he did. He also now learned that his enhanced strength can actually be augmented and go further, which he actually does. He practices mainly on boosting that and boosting his shape-shifting powers, because, well, of course, he's gonna need those to smash Bakugo's mom. Yeah, that's what we're doing. So, he did that often. He learned how to control his height, and bro he turned himself from being himself into an absolute Chad. And for the next couple of months, he begins to work at Bakugo's mom's job. He begins to chop it up and flirt with her, and well, she ain't getting no action home. Mazaro ain't got no shit. So she ain't getting nothing. And she cries about it all the time. And you know what this man does? He plays with her emotions. He makes her feel happy. He makes her feel loved. He makes her, like, he listens to her. And then, sometimes he be on some little flirty shit. Sometimes he ain't listening. Sometimes he ain't caring. Because he's trying to keep it natural and keep it cool. But oh, no. Izuku's bored. Izuku's mad. Izuku wants Bakugo to suffer. So bro ends up, over the course of 2 months, and only 2 months, pulls Bakugo's mom. And a woman like that, according to Izuku, of course, she needs this. And Deku's gonna make sure that she gets everything that she wants. You know what he does? He smashes Bakugo's mom in the work bathroom, records it, and then he uploads it to Twitter. And to make matters worse, at night when Bakugo is pleasuring himself, he causes that exact video to be the one that pops up on everything. Every website, every feed, everything that pops up is only that. He can't even get on his phone where bro screams in absolute horror and terror. He begins to make pictures pop up. He begins to make absolutely everything go atrociously wrong for Bakugo. And the whole time, bro literally just menacingly floats over Bakugo's bed. Or he floats in the corner, and Bakugo tries to attack him, and Deku vanishes. That's bro. Why did I? Okay, I'm geeked out. I'm geeked out right now. I'm sorry, I'm geeked out. But all right, look. Time skip. This is like kind of like my old style, but time skip. After he does this, he proceeds to walk into the League of Villains headquarters. Damn. I ain't gonna fake, bro. I had so much fun. Yo, bro, Bakugo's mom, bro, oh my, I think I'm in love. And like, in love? What? Bro, the things that woman is able to do, the things she can do. Ooh, the things I can do. You in love? Oh, no, I'll kill the bitch if I have to. But I ain't gonna lie, if I kill her, I might turn into a normal just for me to smash. Ugh. What? What? That's disgusting. Shut up, Shigaraki. You ain't never getting no bitches. Bro. Bro. Okay, look. Fuck all that. How's Mina doing? Mina and Bakugo are dating, and of course the kid heard about everything that happened. Oh, what about Aoyama? Zesty, as usual. Okay. That's it. The two of them are doing well at their jobs, I hear. Yes, and Mina's making Bakugo love her. Good. I'm gonna send him a video of her next. Bro, are you serious? Yep, and then I'm gonna send a video of him, his mom, and her. You are freaky, bro. You are a dickhead. I know. That's the point. So who y'all want to kill today? Cause like, I ain't gonna fake. I kind of want to shut Stain up. But first I gotta make one of the UA kids suffer, so I might like send his brother at him. And then I might beat the fuck out of Stain. And probably force him to join us because I'm sick of him. Why are you sick of him? He goes like he just yaps and just goes on and on about All Might. All Might. Like, get the man's meat out your mouth. I'm so sick of hearing about All Might. Everybody always talks about All Might like All Might's some sort of god. Bro, we get it. You hate All Might. And we get that you love All Might. You really love All Might. Hey, that's like Master's arch enemy. Like, what you so obsessed with All Might for? Nah, you want that one for all slime, huh? You want that full thrust on you. You want that Texas State smash. You want to get that. You want to get them juices all over you, huh? Freaky ass. That then proceeds to leave. And once he leaves, bro proceeds to shapeshift yet again. But this time, for sake of plot, it's gonna be a kid. He's gonna be, I don't know, general studies. And he's gonna have a shapeshifting quirk. Turn him into animals. I'm gonna say bull and a bear. Because why not? Those would be two forms that he's gonna use. And bro, kid, for the sake of plot, bro got black hair, he got a nose piercing, and he looks like a fucking bitch. So Deku turns into that kid. And bro's, y'all, when I tell you he's gonna make Bakugo fucking suffer, bro's not letting this man live it down. Live anything down. Anything. Not a moment of happiness. So bro literally enters the UA, like bro literally enters the sports festival as this kid, loses the race, loses the cavalry battle, but proceeds to beat the shit out of Shinso, because it's Shinso. All you gotta do is just not talk and just, Deku literally just didn't talk, transformed, punched him across the face. Shinso down, and after he does this, he proceeds to fight Bakugo. And Bakugo's expecting this bro to be light words. He's like, listen here, bitch. I'm gonna absolutely destroy you. Sure you are. What did you say to me? I said, sure you are. I totally believe you. Don't worry, I believe you. Huh, Baka. Did you just say Baka? What the fuck is wrong with you? This nigga, bro, he weird. He weird. What's a shut up? As he flies forward full speed, goes in for the explosion. Bro proceeds to weave and sock him across the jaw, sock him in the throat, and Deku then proceeds to uppercut him. Deku then will transform into a bear and slice Bakugo. And then he proceeds to let Bakugo beat the shit out of him after this. And Bakugo's confused, but like Deku acting like he's trying, and they just, but Deku carries it on. Bro drags on the fight. He drags on, makes like he's saying like never give up type stuff, like also never give up type shit. But Bakugo, Bakugo's starts like Deku literally like he does something unexpected. Bro creates a lightning clone. Now the crowd can't see this, but the clone would walk out into the crowd. And then the clone begins to do something, focusing itself onto Bakugo's nerves within his eyes, make it to where Bakugo is constantly seeing him. And then he begins to interfect with Bakugo's thoughts. Bro begins to speak to this man in his head because he can control the nerves within your brain. And bro just starts talking shit, saying, I ain't gonna lie, the dude in your video, oh yeah, that's me, Shay shifted. Your mama is bad. I mean, oh my lord, oh my days, bro. When I tell you that is what? Tight, bro. Bad. I mean, man, the things she did to me. Oh, by the way, I'm a minor, so, you know, I low-key could, you know, arrest your mama. But it's fun, though, because it's you, and I don't like you. I don't like you. I hate you, as a matter of fact. So, I'm not gonna stop. I'm gonna make sure that you suffer. I'm gonna keep smashing your mama. And there ain't nothing you can do about it, because she ain't finna believe you over me. And if she don't believe you, she believe this dick. And Deku then proceeds to disappear. And Bakugo proceeds to beat the crap, and I mean beat the life out of the actual Deku. And he lets him beat him into bro literally like he literally puts the kid in a coma. And what Deku does is, after this happens, he puts the real kid in a coma and proceeds to get Bakugo in a massive amount of trouble. Like, bro did this publicly in front of a lot and lots of people. When Cementos tried to stop him, he fucking exploded Cementos. He's alive, but he made sure that it was visibly clear to everyone who witnessed this what Bakugo did. Made sure that everyone seen and that everyone knew. And now, Bakugo's reputation isn't even a reputation. People don't like him anymore. People actually view him as a monster because what he did. Bro, did this fucking thing go off again? I'm sick of it doing that. How long has it been off? So from here, Deku then will return to League of Villains base. And they like, bro, who was the dude who he beat up? Oh, that was me. What? Yeah, that was me. Like the random kid who could turn into the bull in the bear. Yeah, that was me. But there's actually a kid that you would like. He literally has a quirk that can do that. Wait, but the kid's in a coma. Oh yeah, I put him in a coma. Why? Because I wanted Bakugo to suffer. But he put. But I'm confused because if the kid is you, then how was you in the crowd? Then what the? Bro, you are like the dumbest individual I've ever met in my life. Like, your lack of intelligence actually needs to be studied, Shigaraki. Think about this. If I'm in a ring and I'm in a crowd as well, what does that mean? That there's two of you. How would there be two of me? I don't know. What is my quirk? I'm energy. I'm lightning. I'm power. I'm all sources of energy. I made a clone, dumbass. Look at you. You really are a pathetic kid. I just can't wrap my head around how stupid you are. Deku then proceeds to literally but bro he's like fucking doing something weird, and he then proceeds to spit in Shigaraki's face. Shigaraki's like, bro, what is your deal with me? I can't stand you. I hate you. Do something about it then. Oh wait, you're not. Kurogiri. I ain't messing with him. What's wrong with you? Yes, master. As he goes in and creates portals, Shigaraki goes in with his hand. Deku then proceeds to let Shigaraki touch him. And Deku screams as his face decays and regenerates. Yeah. Sucks. And he walks off. Shigaraki's like, I can't kill him? All-Friend's like, bro, I'm not even sure he can die. I'm gonna keep it a buck. And they just look at the screen and they're like, what? Yeah, he's pure energy. I think the only way to kill him is to remove energy. We can't do that. I can't. No one can do that. So he's immortal. He's immortal. He's crazy. All of us are. Let's keep it a buck. But Deku then proceeds to walk off. And bro, as he walks off, he thinks, who's someone in class when they also don't like us? They're either annoying or a bitch. That Ida dude's kind of annoying. I'm not gonna lie. Like, he would not shut up. Hey, Deku then gets a flash of memories. The clone went after him. Let's go. Deku then proceeds to literally, like, his clone. Like, okay, look. So let me keep it up. the clone that Deku made vanished, right? From leaving the crowd. So as the clone left, it decided that it's gonna go after someone in UA's family. Because personal. So what it does is, it actually redirects Ingenium's path and makes him come into contact with Stain. And well, Stain fucks him up like he did in the original timeline, which then leads to Ida being hurt, and Deku just smiles. Alright, W clone, he then goes off. Once he goes off, Deku waits, and he waits on it to happen. Stain ends up attacking Ida, but someone shows up in order to save him. That being Melissa Shield. And Deku sees her. Oh, my little prodigy. Let's see what she can do before I really see what she can do. She pulls up, and she puts up a decent fight. I'm gonna say around a little bit better, actually way better than what Ken and Deku did, because we know she's way smarter and she got her gauntlets. I don't want to make her overpowered quite yet, so, you know, I'm not giving her full-fledged gauntlets because them bitches are broken. But I am going to be giving her, you know, gauntlets that let her use of 20% or some shit. So, yeah, she actually puts up a crazy fight. Way better than what Ken and Deku and Todoroki did. But it all takes a turn when Todoroki pulls up. And once he does, he absolutely gets... They start cooking Stain. And then Deku jumps down and lands. Soon as he lands, everybody freezes. Literally, he freezes them all with, you know, cutting off their nerves. I'ma say it one time only. Stain, would you like my help? Why would I want help from Surge? Oh, that's my name? That's ass. Why y'all call me Surge? That's ass. Call me, I like to be called Black Boat. Why would we call you Black Boat? Your lightning's red. Okay, but let's just keep, but that's cold though. That's cold. I don't know, call me nah, that's kind of zesty. I ain't gonna say that one. Call me Hellstorm. That's trash too. Oh my god. Call me the Nightlight. Shut your bitch. As thing says, shut your dumb ass. Hey, finish and I'll kill you right now. Alright, now let's make a deal. It's either we work together and you work for us, or with us, or whatever the fuck going on, because I don't even know what the hierarchy is anymore. But work with us, and you live, bro. You don't work with us, I'm gonna join them and beat the crap out you, then beat all of them up. So, you know, one way or another, you either get to take them now, or I take you out. I'll never join villains. Oh my god. I'm not hearing this. Deku proceeds to blitz for and breaks Stain's neck. I'm so sick of it. Do y'all understand, bro? All this man does is talk about All Might. Bro, all everybody does is talk about All Might. Do y'all understand that? And Melissa, Todoroki, and Ida, and the native hero, they're bro, who? Is he talking to us? Yes, I'm talking to y'all. Don't y'all get it? And Todoroki's All Might's the greatest hero of all time. Your daddy is way better than him. Your daddy has saved more people than him. All Might is annoying and he's a fraud. Man, Uncle All Might isn't a fraud. Uncle? Girl, I'll make you say uncle. I'll really make you say uncle. Huh? You heard me. I'll make you say uncle right now. Right now. And Todoroki's you're not gonna touch her. What you gonna do? You can't move. One thing y'all can move is y'all mouths and heads. I always leave those available because it's kind of a dickhead move to make y'all at least not be able to talk, because I want to hear the shit y'all got to say before I cut off your lips or something crazy. Oh, native, I don't like you. You're kind of annoying, so brace for impact. As Deku says this, he proceeds to point his finger and just lightning grazes down Native's back and splits it open. As then he moves his fingers yet again, splits it the other way, and then proceeds to literally cause lightning to go into bro's back and pulls out all of his internal organs, and he just throws him to the side. Okay, he's dead. More importantly, back to y'all. Native, you killed him. Yeah, obviously, he's dead. That was the point of what I just did. But he didn't do anything wrong. He's a bitch. What? He's a bitch. But what did he do wrong? Nothing. I just don't like him. I don't like him. So you killed him? Yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna let y'all live, because I think y'all kind of cool. I really think you cool. But use your fire, bro. I'm gonna go and tell you now. Use your fire. I'll never use that power. Okay, and what? I don't got time for this. Deku snaps his fingers, views like literally goes through Todoroki's head and just looks at all of his memories. Oh. So your daddy a bitch. Okay, don't like Endeavor anymore. I'm gonna kill your dad, by the way. I'm just gonna go and let you know this now. I feel kind of bad. No, I don't. Hold on. He goes through him again. You dumb. You so dumb. Oh, I don't like you anymore. He points at Todoroki and says, I don't like you anymore. I don't like you anymore. Okay. You don't want to use your quirk. And you ain't going to be trained by the second strongest hero on the planet. All he ever wanted and cared for was for me to be a weapon. Then be a weapon. What's wrong with you? You have half hot, half cold. You know how many bitches you can pull? I'm just going to say that now. You know, you would have actually used your quirk how your father wanted you to use your quirk. You would have been a problem. I still don't like the man anymore. But you dumb. I really hate dumb people. Use your fire. After this. You're a villain, right? Ida would say. I wouldn't really call myself a villain. It's just, I kill dumb people. I kill stupid people. I'm going to torture Bakugo for the rest of his life. And I don't know. Maybe I might go full psycho one day. Who knows? I kind of do want to see what it's like to be a psychopath. But I'm not like really psycho. It's just, I want to kill a lot of people and All Might's one of them. I really want to kill All Might. Really want to kill All Might. You know what I would do to get my hands on All Might? Like, I would I would murk this man. We get it. Like, bro, I would smash anything, anyone, just so I can have this man's heart in my hand. I would do anything. Okay, we get it. He's getting kind of zesty, bro. So what? I would do what I have to do to. Okay, look. I'm not gonna kill y'all, even though I really want to kill you right now, Todoroki, because you're an idiot. But use your fire. It's the only way you're gonna survive, because they got somebody out there, and I ain't finna spoil nothing. But just know he gonna beat your ass. That's all I'm gonna say. Where you at currently? All this icy crap, and you can't heat yourself back up. I'm gonna give you one piece of advice. It's your quirk, not his. And, hey, another thing. I can remove that fire you want me to. I can make your quirk permanently ice. Just saying. Give you that offer. You can really make that man hate you then. As Deku says this, he looks at Todoroki, winks, proceeds to unparalyze all of them. They all instantly go full speed for an attack, and Deku proceeds to weave out the way and teleport back to the base. Once he makes it back, he says, okay, Stain's dead. What? Why? He got on my nerves all the time. I mean, bro, now, okay, you keep talking about how everybody else goes on and on about All Might, shit right says, but you're going on and on about All Might right now. Every time you've came here, it's been something about All Might. So, who's really dick riding? Exactly. You're doing the same exact things as everybody else. Okay. How's your grandmother? Oh yeah, she's in the dirt with the worms. Dead. How's your mom? Oh yeah, dead. How's your dog? Dead. How's your dad? Dead. How's your little sister? Dead. How's my family? Booming, bitch. So yeah, how about that? How you like them apples? Did you really just say, shut up, who the fuck are you? Deku then looks and he sees Spinner. Who are you? He didn't see his Dobby as well. What the? Oh, I know you. You cool. What is this killer clock looking mother? Zuko, that's enough. That ain't enough. Reptile killer croco looking motherfucker. And Korogiri says, young man, be quiet. These are our new recruits. Ooh, who's she? Can I taste your blood? Nope. Nah, not fucking with her. Deku then proceeds to turn around and he's like, when did this even... You said you killed Stain. Yeah, he did. Got a problem? He was my mentor. As Spinner proceeds to grab his sword and goes in, Deku proceeds to catch that mud, break it, and proceeds to knock Spinner clean out. Immediately. Y'all just be letting anybody in now, huh? That thing, what is he gonna do? Spinner truly cares for the cause. I thought I seen enough with the All Might people, but Stain, really? Even he has some? That is sad. People actually like that man. That's sad. So, yeah. Oh, by the way, Toga, the bird thing is kind of weird. Dobby, Dobby, I ain't gonna fake. You was a spoiled brat. Your whole cause for being a villain is the fact that your daddy ain't want you to use your powers because your powers fucked you up. And Dobby's like, what the fuck? And Toga's like, huh? It's weird. Yes, it's weird. You drank blood. Get away from me, you vampire. Oh, and Spinner, damn, I actually feel kind of bad for him. Magna, I don't even know anything about you. Your memories is kind of ass. I ain't gonna lie. You looked at our memories? How dare you? As Dobby begins to create flames, they're like, shut up, spoiled brat. I don't understand you. My father wanted me to be the greatest hero ever. Oh, my father wanted me to be the greatest hero. He made me be the greatest hero. Oh, Todoroki went on about the same bullshit. Endeavor had you first. You was his first child. You see a side of Endeavor, and you know a side of Endeavor that none of the other kids know. But your quirk hurts you, you idiot! Why would he want you to use a quirk that hurts you? And as a matter of fact, I'm finna heal your nerves just so you can experience a bit of pain, bitch. And as Deku says this, bro proceeds to turn on all of Shigaraki's nerves in his body. I mean, all of Dobby's. Because as y'all know, Dobby's nerves are burned also. He can't feel any pain. And somehow he can move. But, whatever. Deku proceeds to turn on all of bro's nerves and causes him to feel every last ounce of burn. And Deku says, see, that's what Endeavor didn't want you to experience. That's what your mother ain't want you to experience. By the way, your mama bad, so I'm gonna have to hit that too. But that's what they ain't want you to experience. And you are just so sucked up in this little delusion that you can actually be something. But I ain't gonna fake though, you're a W villain, so he didn't proceed to turn him back off. And Dobby just looks absolutely terrified because he's surprised that bro could actually humble him like that. I'm surprised at how really stupid all of you guys are. Toga, you are a freak. I ain't gonna lie, but what else you drink? As he says is, and he's like, didn't you literally just say you not gonna fuck with that, but now you trying to fuck with it? I'm trying to smash on anything, I ain't gonna lie. Matter of fact, now I got Bakugo's mom, I'm gonna go over there. Deku didn't receive it. Okay, look. I already been spying on them a little bit, so in 3 months, they're gonna have something called the Forced Training Exam. We go hit that up, and we're gonna kidnap 2 students. 2 students who are gonna be easily able to be corrupted. And one of them is gonna be your little brother, Todoroki. As he says it, I was like, no! I should kill him. I want to kill him. I want Endeavor to suffer, bro. You are an idiot. I can't wrap my head around how stupid you are. And bro, why is everyone so dumb? 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 Y'all are all so dumb. Oh my god. Everybody around me is idiots. And Deku just walks out. And as he walks out, he begins to think. Okay, I'm just gonna start killing people. And he does that. He does exactly that. He literally goes into a restaurant and just kills everyone inside. And leaves the owner alive and tells him, tell him Surge did it. I thought you didn't like Surge. I like it now. And then he leaves. After killing everybody. Now they starting to call this man Bloodspot. And he's like, ooh, that's way better. Bloodspot, Blood Surge. Ooh, Blood Surge. And Deku proceeds to publicly introduce himself. So what he does is he goes into the street. And bro proceeds to cause a bunch of car accidents. He begins to walk through all villainly and all villainous shit. And as he does this, a bunch of pro heroes arrive. My name is Blood Surge. Pleasure to meet you. I ain't gonna fake. It's more like a debut kind of thing. And I'm debuting myself to the public. Villains know me, vigilantes know me, heroes know me. But the public don't know me. So, gotta make a name for myself somehow. That baby's gonna die. As he says it, a literal baby's head explodes with lightning. And everybody just goes silent. People were screaming and running, but now it's just silence. And people try to run. This is nobody run. Nobody run. I don't know why y'all do that though. That's some GTA type crap. If I ain't blow you up, then why you running? because there's an explosion. Who said that? Who said that? You said that? Shut up. Making sense and shit. Hate you. I don't even know who you are. Deku says, okay, look. To the crowd. I'm not gonna kill all of y'all. All of y'all. Maybe like a good 80%. As he says this, enough! Deku proceeds to weave a punch, and he just looks, oh, snap! Endeavor! Ah, shit. Endeavor. Oh, okay, kind of wasn't really expecting you. I was really probably like expecting someone like, I don't know, Genius or some shit, because, you know, he's fucking useless. But, okay, I can work with you. I mean, I may not win, but I could disrespect you at least. How's Toya? As he says, his endeavor just stops. Oh, yeah, he's dead. How's your wife? Oh, mental hospital, huh? Damn. Got a dead son and a retarded wife. Could never be me, NG. Endeavor then goes in for a flash fire fist. Deku then proceeds to actually get hit by it, and bro's sent flying. And as he does so, the crowd starts back running. But Deku proceeds to create a lightning cage and stop everybody in their tracks. Hey, I want to make an arena. Don't worry, watch. UA Sports Festival type shit. We're in the middle of the street. Like, Endeavor would yell. I don't care. Deku then proceeds to, like, literally starts... Like, bro literally creates a barrier around himself that, surprisingly enough, is just as strong as his mother's. And then bro begins to start using lightning to just cut up the ground, the area, everything around him. And bro literally created a whole stadium. As this happens, Deku sees someone fly over his cage. Oh, fuck. And landing down will be Inko. Okay. This is gonna be... Okay. To Endeavor and all the people. Firstly, I'm not fighting that woman, but you guys now have a small chance of maybe having a couple balls. Maybe. Let's get that straight. It's a maybe. All right, now I ain't say nobody get to leave yet, but maybe you guys might survive. Just maybe. Fuck. You know what? I don't got time for this. Listen, crowd, you guys did good. I'm gonna come back next week. I'm lying. What's up, guys? King Christ here. Anyways, guys, this is in the video. I was gonna just make Deku, like, you know, fight, but I want to get a little bit of suspense. I want it to be a part 2/finale because I am not making this more than a 2-part series because I kind of already like made this video a little wild, and a little wild is being nice. I made this video freaking crazy. Like, it's split into 3 parts, mainly because my mic kept unplugging, and I'm pretty sure you guys could literally hear it. Well, you guys are gonna be able to hear it because I can't fix it, and I'm not redoing those parts. Because it'll only be like 30 seconds or like 3 minutes, and I'm not doing that. Anyways, that being said, please like and subscribe because I'm hilarious. Izuku begins to look around. Shit. There you would see Shigaraki and the rest of the league. So, you just ran like a little bitch, Shigaraki would say. Izuku looks upward. What'd she say to me? I'm just saying, you just ran like a bitch. You ran from your little mommy. How do you feel right now? You feel fucking scared? You worthless piece of shit? Deku just calmly looks at him. Shigaraki, get the hell out of my face before I put you through hell and back. Oh. Am I supposed to be intimidated by that? Don't make me call your mommy. Deku will stand up as he grabs Shigaraki by the throat, but Shigaraki will grab Deku by his hands. Deku begins to decay, but Deku shows no pain. You do remember what happened last time, right? I can regenerate from almost anything. I'm not in the mood. Don't try me, Shigaraki. Don't try me, Shigaraki. Aren't you afraid of Inko Midoriya? Mommy? Aren't you afraid of your mother? You were scared you were gonna get a little whooping? You're fucking pathetic. You act all high and mighty towards us all the time, and yet you just ran like a bitch. As Shigaraki says this, Deku could do nothing but stand there. I ran like a bitch. I ran like a bitch. Didn't you run when All Might showed up?
Well, we ran after the Nomu died, but did you not run? Huh? Aren't you the same guy that's always cowering in fear, all for one? You know, our quote-unquote master. I never cower in fear in his presence. I never show any type of fear. So who the hell are you to try telling me that I'm afraid of anything? Because let me make myself clear. I am not afraid. I just did not feel like fighting her at the moment. Don't try underestimating me, Shigaraki, because it will be the death of you. Do you understand me? As Deku says this, Shigaraki just looks at him, starts smiling. The rest of the league begins to laugh, but Deku just stops and turns. Chicken finger. Dabi, who the hell are you to laugh at anyone? You became a villain because you were pathetic. You became a villain because your father wanted you to keep your own self safe, so you decided, he's not giving me enough attention. I'm gonna go hurt myself. Literally, you're like one of those kids that cut themselves for attention. You're not doing anything but hurting yourself more. And it's just making you look like a psychopath. Spinner, I get your life. It was kind of sad. And honestly, you have almost every right to be a villain. If it wasn't for the fact that you are a fucking stained fanboy. I mean, everything you do just mimics Stain and it's annoying. Magna? Congratulations, girl. Came out the closet. Yes, queen. I approve. For those of y'all who do not know, Magna is trans. Just wanted to point it out. Anyways, he then turns. Kogiri, you're just a Nomu. You're just the first and the best Nomu. After all, you still are in fact Shirakumo. Don't forget your place here. You cannot act high and mighty, because at the end of the day, you're still a Nomu and you're still underneath all of our control. On to you, Shigaraki. You're a fucking bitch. A weirdo at that. You killed your entire family, and now you hate All Might but love All Might, but you want All Might dead so the Hero Society can crumble for what they did to you. What did they really do to you? Huh? You were on the street. You know, something called an orphanage exists. You could have just walked in there. They would have taken you just like that. If you explained that your family's dead, they would have took you in. I mean, you're the grandson of the great Nana Shimura. And you really thought they wouldn't take in Tinko Shimura? But no. You decided, I hate heroes. I hate this world. Like, do you not understand that you're clearly doing this to yourself? Get it through your head, Tinko. And he turns and looks at Toga. Look, man, the bird thing was really weird. But you know, I ain't really focused on it. I'm trying to find out what else you really drank for real. Because, like, what you trying to get into? And the rest of the league would just immediately facepalm. Like, all you do is try fucking. And he just stops and turns. Is that an issue? I'm confused. As he says this, he looks towards Twice. Oh, I forgot about you, actually. You're cool. And he looks towards the guy with the teeth. Why is this thing even here? He would say. Do I look like I want to deal with a very fucked up dentist? He would say. And the guy with the teeth begins to swirl as he's trying shooting his teeth towards Deku. Deku just kind of stands there as a lightning barrier would form in between him and his teeth. Deku would say, oh, you're a crash out. Okay. Loki? This guy's pretty cool. I mean, maybe if he would have actually landed those attacks, he would have actually been worth it. He then turns. Who else? Oh yeah, you. Gas guy. What's your reasoning behind being a villain? I'm an irrelevant background character that will not appear again after this arc. Oh. Okay. Well, Class 1A are all doing a little mission right now, and they'll be headed to the Force Training Camp within a few days. I'll be on my way. Deku proceeds to leave, and as he leaves, he will look at his watch. He goes into a cafe, where in there you would see Mina and Aoyama. They would walk forward. Izuku, they would say, sit down. It's been a while. Now Deku's in his regular appearance, looking like his regular self. Usually he would hide his appearance, shape-shifting slight features about himself, only enough to where it's not obvious that he's himself, such as changing his hair color, eye texture, eye shape, changing the shape of his hands, changing the shape of his feet, and changing a bit of his facial structure. Obviously enough, he doesn't completely change because he don't want to make it too different, because then it'll just obviously be the fact that he's shape-shifting himself. But he makes it to where it's enough to where you would think it's a different person, just with a few similarities. But he looks forward. So, tell me everything about the forest training camp. Okay, so girl, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna be going off to this forest, where we're gonna be there with the cat pro hero team. You mean the freaky furries? Yes, the freaky furries. We're gonna be training with them, and then they're gonna be teaching us how to advance our quirks. Okay, oh yeah, what have you found out so far? Sparkle! Don't you dare start with that motherfucking sparkle shit! I'm sorry. Damn. Okay, so basically what I found out was blah 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 blah. Huh. Mina, how's things going with you and Bakugo? Girl, he don't even know. He in love. In love. Good. Okay. Who do you really like in that class? She just starts blushing. I wouldn't really say I like him. Yes, you do. Kirishima. Huh. You think we can convert him into a villain? Actually, no. But with your research, you could convert probably anyone. She begins to smirk. Maybe you can. And he looks at Aoyama. What about you? Anyone you like? Any guy? And he just says, no. I don't talk to them. And Deku just looks at him. Bitch, what the fuck you mean you don't talk to them? I don't really talk to anyone in the class. I would speak and just be zesty, but no, I don't really talk to anyone. He then looks towards Mina. Why isn't he talking to people? The whole point is to blend in. We just thought he was that one weird gay quiet kid. Seriously? Yes, your whole personality is zest and sparkles. Was it really too hard for anyone to think? I'm not even gay. Deku and Mina just look at each other before looking back at him. You like dick. It's okay. It's okay. No, I don't. No, you do. You do. I don't even. You do. Sparkle. You see what I'm saying? You back on with that sparkly shiny shit. Deku then would immediately go silent as he will slowly turn and he sees his mother walk into the restaurant. She sits down with a man, and that man and her begins to have a long discussion. Mina, Aoyama, they both immediately just look at each other like, oh shit. Inko's there talking. She's like, I ran into this villain. Blood Surge was his name. He apparently was doing some type of debut or whatever, but he was a monster. I could already tell from the moment I seen him. What am I supposed to do? I'm so tired of being a hero. It's like, I fucked up so badly. I miss my son. I did him so wrong. I was such a horrible mother, but I miss my son. The man will look at her. It's okay, sis. You gotta understand. You did the best you could. I really didn't. I was horrible. So physically and mentally abusive. You will see tears going down Inko's eyes. There you will see Izuku looking at her. He begins to ball up his fists. Lightning begins to surge all around the building. Or from there, Izuku looks towards Mina, and he looks towards Aoyama. You two are gonna have to do something for me. And they'll say, what? Play the role. What? But didn't you just say you didn't want to fight her? I do now. Izuku would say, I want to beat the hell out of her. As he says this, they're like, why? Because she thinks she can regret what she did now? It's too late for that. She has no right to feel bad now. No right! As he says, he's like, I'm gonna show her no motherfucking mercy. No one's gonna get to show mercy. No one! As he says this, Mina and Aoyama will look at each other. What are we gonna do? I'm gonna leave. Walk out. Okay? Leave my money behind. As he does so, he gets up and leaves. Actually, no, he will leave a clone there. And he gets up and leaves then. As he walked out, Izuku, within about only a few seconds later, would change into his third uniform. Now, I don't think I've ever actually explained how his villain suit looks. If you look at the thumbnail, it don't look like that. Because, no. But he would have, more or less. You guys ever see one of those villains who wears a tuxedo with a long cape and he has like just this devious mask on? Basically that, but we're going to make his cape have lightning marks on it. And we're going to make his clothing look, you know, more futuristic, like a futuristic type tuxedo type shit. So, he walked inside. Well, I'm sorry about the other day. I messed up my grand entrance. Hello again, people. My name is Blood Scourge. Call me Scourge for short, of course, if you want. Well, I see this place hasn't changed a bit since I last been here. You would turn as there, you would see Inko. And the men beside her, they both would stand. Who the hell are you? Don't you remember me, lady? I'm a little hurt. You're the hero that came and tried to stop me. Inko looks forward as she begins to press some wrists, press some buttons on her watch, as suddenly her hero costume would form. As it forms in her body, she would grab out a blade. Her blade begins to be coated in her barrier. Izuku looks at her. Whoa, already planning to attack me? I didn't even kill anyone yet. I mean, damn. As this happens, both Mina and Aoyama would stand up and get beside Inko. Inko, noticing who it is, she would see it's their other friend. He literally just goes run, like he runs out the building. But Izuku would stop him. With a lightning barrier, he blocks the kid from exiting, as he proceeds to be profusely electrocuted, and a lightning then would form into a fist that knocks the kid back. Time after time again, I gotta keep doing this. Why won't you guys understand? You stand no chance, Izuku would say. As he says this, Inko will look forward. What do you want? Honestly, I just want to see what you're capable of. As he blitzes right in front of Inko, and he flicks her on her forehead, and she's sent flying. Immediately, the man beside her pounces forward and he goes in for a punch. Izuku proceeds to duck as he rocks this man with a mean uppercut. He will stumble back. Do you know who the hell I am, kid? Izuku looks forward. No, I don't really care either. I'm Captain fucking Celebrity. Oh. Yeah, I don't give a fuck, Izuku would say blankly, as Captain Celebrity would look at him. Bet that up then. As a barrier would form around him, his hero suit would form around him. His hair was switched from being a green color to a blonde one, as he zooms forward towards Izuku. Izuku proceeds to dodge every last one of his attacks before striking him with a giant lightning gauntlet, before shooting him with lightning tendrils, hitting him with several electrical whips. They wrap around Captain Celebrity's arms and legs and hoist him up into the air. Izuku then will walk forward as he lifts up his hands and he forms a gigantic lightning sword-like thing. And he throws it at Captain Celebrity. As it's thrown at Captain Celebrity, you will suddenly see a large blue barrier appears. The barrier ends up blocking the gigantic lightning blade. Izuku then slowly turns as he sees Inko. Alright, you wanna play games, bitch. As Izuku will crack his neck, you will see Izuku begins to grow. As his muscles begins to bulk up, he begins to get taller. Izuku then would have a large sprite of wings form from his back, as well as him growing huge claws and lightning coming off of him. He flies forward towards Inko, as Inko would immediately fly forward towards him. She grabs her sword and goes straight in for a slash. Izuku would dodge as he goes in and punches Inko across the face. But to his surprise this time, she doesn't get sent flying, and she doesn't appear to be hurt. Instead, she turns and looks at him, and Izuku looks pretty stunned. Damn, that barrier is strong, Izuku would think, as she looks at him and kicks him directly in the chest. He's sent flying as she would summon out her staff, spins it, and she throws it as it hits Izuku square in the forehead, and Izuku stumbles back. Izuku from here says, "You're strong, lady. You're really strong," as he slowly removes his mask, not revealing his identity, of course, because he's shape-shifted again. He has long white hair and glowing red eyes, but that mask is a bit of a limiter on my power. Let's do this my way then. As he proceeds to power up with lightning exploding off of him, he zooms forward and immediately hits her with a Detroit Smash. Yes, he used a Detroit Smash, and he sent Inko flying. He zooms forward towards her and immediately goes in for punch after punch. But as he does so, suddenly he's thrown and blasted by a laser. He turns around in anger. "You fucking bitch." As he turns, it was fired by Aoyama. Aoyama would say sparkle. As this happens, Mina would jump upwards into the air. She then gets thrown by Captain Celebrity. She flies forward towards Izuku and begins to shoot acid at him. As he does so, Izuku tries to move, but he's suddenly paused in his place by a barrier that wraps around his body, which causes him to freeze in his tracks. As the acid winds up hitting Izuku, Izuku begins to screech as his face begins to burn. Inko then zooms forward with her staff and she bashes him dead across the back of his head, which causes him to fall out unconscious. As this happens, you will see Inko smirking. This is the guy who debuted a few days ago? He's nothing. Jeez, I was expecting him to be way more dangerous. Captain Celebrity never walked forward. That's probably because it was the two of us here together, sus. Hey, you kids did a good job. Thank you, they would say, as they would turn to look at Mina and Aoyama. I feel like you guys are powerful. I feel like we've done enough. Yeah. Next time, though, please don't interact like that again. You could get us fired, Captain Celebrity would say. Mina and Aoyama would immediately apologize, as then they would say, we were just trying to protect the people here, plus our friend over there. As they would turn and they would see the kid who was with them before. Obviously enough, this kid is actually Izuku. But they don't know that. As they're talking, they don't say, good, arrest him. They put handcuffs on Scourge. Unbeknownst to them, Izuku's already transferred his true consciousness on over to Izuku. On over towards the other one. Which means that the body that they're about to turn in is going to disintegrate soon. But they don't know that. With this being the case, Inko turns him in, and then, as they're walking out, Izuku winds up walking out with them, and they just let him go home. From there, Mina and Aoyama personalities were shortened. Why'd you hold back on her? I wanted to see what she was really capable of. I mean, hey, she's still powerful. I mean, during the top 10, Captain Celebrity was a former #1 pro of America. Now that's some talent, he would say. But she's just not that dangerous. I realize that now. Maybe it was the fact that she was my mom. Maybe that's what made me so... Hold up, I'm getting a phone call. He'll look at it so, ooh, it's Mizuki, goodbye. Izuku proceeds to immediately leave him there. And Mina would just look at him. It's not fair. As Aoyama would say, what do you mean it's not fair? Mizuki, Bakugo's mom keeps getting dicked down, why can't I? And that just causes him to stop and look at her. Are you serious right now? Yes, I'm serious. How about you talk to him? How about you fucking kill yourself? She would say. See what I'm saying? You're never gonna get anything. You keep acting like that. And she's like, maybe I don't want to talk to him about how the fact that I want to be fun. And he's like, whoa, PG-13. I know you're not trying to tell me anything about some PG fucking 13. The amount of unholy things you have said and thought. Okay, maybe that's true, but at the end of the day, I don't say those type of things in front of children. Bitch, you're not a child, she would say. Are you sure? I mean, I'm pretty certain I'm a minor. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm not. Oh, wait, I am. Mina looks at Aoyama and she's like, you fucking gay bitch. And he's like, I'm not fucking... And she's like, yes, you are. The closet is clear. And she walked away. From here, we cut on over towards Izuku getting back into the base. We heard about what happened on the news. You got your ass kicked by Inko. I fucking knew it. You're pathetic. Izuku says, you know what, Shigaraki? I'm really getting to a point with you right now. First off, I let her win. I wanted to get a status for her power. Secondly, quit trying to think that you're better than me. Why do you want to be better than me so badly? You're nothing. You're useless. Grow up. You're not better than me. End of it. Deal with it. I'm stronger. I'm faster. I'm smarter. I'm better. Simply put, I am better in every way possible because you are nothing in comparison to me. You will never be anything in comparison to me. Grow up. Get over yourself. Jeez. Did you at least get over the death of your family first? I mean, damn. As he says, his Shigaraki can do nothing but look at him. Oh. There we go. Now, are you feeling better? Do you think you're better? Okay, get the fuck on. And Shigaraki's just stunned. Like, he just got, damn, like, no mercy from Izuku. From here, Deku proceeds to walk off. Like, he didn't just horribly embarrass him. From here, we now see Deku. Deku could be seen walking around in his lab. I need to figure out a way to get that damn barrier quirk, he would think. I was able to awaken my father's genes. I was able to awaken the genes of all the quirked animals that I take in. That's the only reason I can chase them, because I have their genes. But my mother's quirk, that barrier, it may not be much, but if I could use it with my knowledge, with my capabilities, it'll be a whole lot. So, Izuku will walk forward. As he walks forward, he begins thinking about what he's going to do. Dr. Uchiko will suddenly walk into the room. Well, you may not be able to get your mother's barrier, but I can help you get the barrier of Captain Celerity. This causes Izuku to stop and turn. I mean, he is your uncle, so the blood should be compatible, he would say. As he says this, Izuku would turn. Explained. Well, about 20 years ago, there was a great battle within America. We sent in some nobles of our own, a few monsters ourselves. And to put it simply, a lot of his blood was spilled. And we've collected enough of his blood. So me and you working together, combining our knowledge, we should be able to extract that gene perfectly and infuse it with your own power. Izuku didn't say, what do you mean perfectly? Ujiko would look at him. You don't realize by now, do you? But you're imperfect. All of your genes aren't perfected. Your power isn't perfected, Izuku. That's why you're not at your best. That's why you're just not as powerful as you should be. But if I work with you, if we work together, I can make you perfect, he would say. Izuku looks at him. You want me to work with you, and you'll fix all my issues? Yes. Izuku looks at him. You do realize I can control technology. I can control my own genes. If you try any shit, anything, I'll kill you, he would say. And Izuku makes it very clear, and he looks at him. Trust me. He will not. Okay. Okay? I won't, I promise. And Izuku stares him down. You better not try me. As from here, Ujiko will place Izuku within his tube. As he does so, Izuku begins to undergo treatments. And well, he steps out only 5 minutes later. Is it done? Ujiko will look at him. Fuck no. You're gonna undergo a very long process. But for now, you're still okay. You can still use most of your power. At least you'll be able to do so until, I'd say, after the little training camp. So you should go now. As he says this, Izuku would smile and he leaves. From here you would see Izuku arriving. He arrives within the forest training camp area. Or from there you're gonna see the classic scene with Muscular and Canon Deku, but instead it's Muscular and Melissa. But before Muscular could fight her, Izuku appears. Muscular, hey, allow me. He then turns. Mind your business. This is between me and the kid. Deku then tilts his head at him. Who the fuck you talking to? Didn't I tell you to stand down? This one's mine? Muscular looks at him. No, this one's mine. And Deku looks at him. Look here, you one-eyed bodybuilder. Ooh, motherfucking steroid bitch. I said she's mine. And I said he's mine. Deku then turns. You're not gonna kill that fucking kid. You killed the baby, why can't I kill the kid? He then looks at Koda. I don't know. He's an orphan. That baby had people. You don't know that. Izuku just stares at him. Like I said, you're not gonna kill them. Like I said, you're not gonna kill them. Shut the fuck up. As he says this, Izuku just paralyzes him on the spot. Okay. Anyways, he then turns and looks. Hey Melissa, it's been a little minute. Melissa looks at him. You. Why do we keep running into you? Because I'm like a villain and it's like my job and like, I don't know, common sense would say I'm trying to kill you. Is it that hard for people to find out when someone's trying to kill him? Deku would say. It really can't be that hard. He didn't look forward. You are Melissa Shield, starter of David's Shield, formerly quirkless, current holder of One for All. You know, if you would have came to me, you would have got the same powers that I got. Well, probably different since your DNA is different, but you would have got powers of your own. Great ones. I would remove any downsides of it. I mean, you're beautiful, you're smart, you're funny. I mean, I would have really helped you out. But instead you went to All Might, and you got power from him. Disgusting. As he says this, she'll say, you know nothing about All Might. I know that All Might's a fucking bastard. No true hero would ever crush the dreams of a child, he would say. No true hero would ever hide his true personality to the public. Y'all go on and on and on about how great All Might is, when in reality, All Might's a bitch, he would say. As he says this, she would look at him. No, you're just a fucking monster. You're just a fucking monster. Everyone loves to call me the monster. Like I did something wrong. I'm sorry that All Might is just so fucking worthless. Why does everyone love All Might? And why are you constantly on his dick? Deku turns to see her muscular laugh. Are you laughing at that? He points like a gun-like motion, pushes it to Muscular's head as lightning begins to form from it. I can blow your brains out right now. Don't forget, I have you paralyzed. As he does this, Melissa pounces forward with her gauntlets being active and charges One for All to 100%. And she smacks Izuku with a mean, unholy, destructive, horrible Detroit smash. And he sent her flying. As she splatters, like Izuku just, well, my bad, she sent him flying. And he hits the ground and he bounces off of it. He slowly, like, struggles and tried to get up. Fuck, he would think. As he got up, God damn, that hurt it. Okay, what the fuck? As he slowly regenerates, he just gets up. Hey, she's trying to run with the kid. Hell no. Izuku then would appear in front of her midair. Okay, first off guarding me is really disrespectful. Secondly, what's your name, kid? Koda. Oh, you're the water hose heroes kid. Deku suddenly snaps his fingers as Koda is teleported into his hands. He has his hand around the back of Koda's neck as he's floating in the air. Look, I don't like Muscular, so I wasn't gonna let him kill this kid. But if you make even a slight movement, I'll kill the kid myself. As he says this, Melissa just stands there. Now you're gonna have to hear me out. I think you're bad, I like you, and I want you. But know this, you're gonna have to work with me. And she would think, why? Because I can make sure that you... Oh, what am I talking about? I can't do that shit. He just looks forward anyways as he breaks Koda's neck and drops his body to the ground. Melissa would scream as she runs forward towards him using float. She goes in and she shoots Black Whip towards Deku. Deku being confused. What the fuck? As she snatches him forward and punches him across the face. But Deku has lightning explode from his hands as he would punch her across the face. He then would vanish and punch her across his stomach. 1, 2, 1, 2. He then would disappear, reappear as he uppercuts her with a lightning uppercut. He appears above her, grabs her head, and comes flying down as he slams her onto the ground with pure lightning. But One for All, Black Whip would explode off her as it knocks Izuku back. Izuku then begins to create his own lightning whips as he begins to go whip for whip with her with Black Whip and lightning whips. As this is happening, she's breathing heavily and Izuku's just looking at her. Hey, they right, you are strong, but you ain't strong enough. He blitzes forward with an able sweep kicker, and then he proceeds to elbow her directly in the face, causing blood to just explode outward from her nose. Izuku then will walk towards her as he grabs her by the face and he headbutts her face into the ground. Izuku then proceeds to fly into the air as she then would say, "Smoke stream." As suddenly a smoke stream would form around them, and Izuku begins to look all around. And that's not really fair, I can't see through smoke. Oh wait, yes I can. As he looks toward her, he literally sees her nervous system. He flies forward towards her. With danger sense going off, she will dunk underneath him. Activating Fajin, she booms forward and goes straight in and kicks Izuku right in the chest. Izuku is sent flying as he goes crashing through tree after tree after tree after tree. And he would think, damn, what the fuck going on with this bitch? Why is she so strong? He would think. As he slowly struggles to get up, he begins to realize, those gauntlets. Obviously, she's using them to use her quirk at full power. Not gonna worry very long, as he proceeds to open his eyes as he cancels out Melissa's gauntlets in her leg gauntlets. Melissa not being aware of as to what just happened because it looks like they're still active. She goes to her charges once for all, again with another 100% Detroit smash. Deku proceeds to easily vanish out of the way as she throws that punch and just destroyed a large portion of the forest, but she would scream out in pain as she broke her arm. She looks all confused as Izuku would grab the same broken arm and just violently shock her with lightning throughout it. She begins to screech out in pain as she begins to hold her arm down. She begins to use Blackwood to connect her bones back together, but Izuku would grab her by the throat as he paralyzes her on the spot. Whoa, you cool. Wait, I thought you was quirkless though. Where you getting all these fucking powers from? I mean, I know All Might can't do this shit. I mean, I really hope he can, because if he can't, I'm probably fucked. That probably would explain how he didn't master that badly, unless that was just his pure power as it is, and if so, that's scary too. But he looks upward. But girl, you violent. You would make a great villain. But I guess you just can't do it. As he proceeds to backhand her, as well as slowly walking towards her. He kicks her in the stomach before kicking her in the face. He would unparalyze her, which leads to her going in for an uppercut with the other arm of One For All. Deku would catch her arm, of course, and then from there he would break her arm. She screams out in pain as Zuko then would break her leg. He then would think about breaking her spine, and it goes throughout his head, but he decides not to. So instead, he'll go on over towards the others, who, from here, most things playing out like normal, the big difference being, though, Deku appears in front of Todoroki. Hey there. Todoroki shoots a blast of ice towards him, but Deku just turns his body into lightning and phases through the ice blast. Remember me? The guy who gave you the deal of making your quirk purely ice? Todoroki would say, "Get the hell out of my face." As he shoots a blast of ice forward, Deku just easily flies over it. I mean, I'm giving you a deal here. You'll be a great hero. He will say, "Yeah, right." As he shoots a pillar of ice upwards, Deku just begins to dodge and evade through all of them. As he does so, Deku just starts laughing. See, you're not using your common sense. I'm telling you the way this shit can go. Do you not understand? I'm making a deal with you. And Todoroki, look at him. "Get the hell out of my way." As Deku says, "Okay, you're getting on my nerves." Paralysis. As Todoroki freezes in his place, Deku will walk forward. Tap. As he causes Todoroki to freeze. He then would walk forward as he looks towards Bakugo. He will snap his fingers as all the other villains will be teleported to a secluded area along with his classmates. Along with Bakugo's classmates. There we go. They're not going to be fighting in that area. None of them can move anymore. They're all paralysis. I just want to have a very personal moment with you. As he looks towards Bakugo. Kashan, you really did do me bad. You know, I didn't really feel like I deserved being picked on and bullied like that. Bakugo would look at him. I'm confused. Who the fuck are you? Kashan. Come on, Kashan. Don't do this. Kashan, leave her alone. Kashan, I thought we were friends. Bakugo, don't explode me. It hurts. What would Aunt Mizuki think about this? What would Uncle Mazzaro think? Izuku, yeah, There you go. Now you're using a bit of common fucking sense. Wait, but if you're Deku, wait, you fucked my mom! Yeah, I did. It was great. I did several times, actually. Hell, last time we made your dad watch. Bakugo begins to ball up his fists as explosions begin to come off of him. He launches forward to the surprise of Deku because he could have sworn he had a paralysis. But he guessed, well, someone's finally strong enough to break free. He goes in for a full power explosion, but Deku proceeds to tear his arm clean off. And Bakugo falls straight to the ground and lets off the most heart-wrenching screech of pain you can imagine. Deku then would spawn everyone back there as they see Bakugo bleeding. He looks at the hand and he says, I'm gonna keep this arm, as he teleports it into his lab. He's gonna sack the genes from there. He then would turn Karagiri, as suddenly a portal would form underneath Todoroki and Mineta, as they would fall through the portals. Deku then would turn, as the other villains would leave. They then appear within the League of Villains base, as Deku begins to have his head hurt. He looks at Ujiko. It's starting, isn't it? Ujiko would nod. No matter. He looks forward. Shoto, Todoroki, and Minoru Mineta. You two have the biggest potentials to become villains out of everyone within Class 1A. He then looks towards Mineta. You, a weird little kid who's so focused on getting pussy but could never get any in his life. You, Shoto Todoroki, son of the number 2 pro hero, Endeavor, mentally and physically abused during your life to the point where you hate a whole half of your quirk. I mean, who else would have been better picks? I'll never become a villain, Todoroki would say. Oh, you sure about that? You wouldn't be the first of your family to do so. As he says this, caused Todoroki a little confused. What are you talking about? Deku would say, come on in. As suddenly, you would see walking into the room, Dabi. Todoroki would look at him. I'm confused. What am I looking at? Damn, Izuku would say. You don't even recognize me, Shoto? You don't recognize? You're your big brother? You don't recognize Toya? Izuku would say. And this causes Todoroki to look at Dabi. No, it can't be. Dabi, like normal, will pull out the classic hair dye removal and reveal the true color of his hair. He then would say that doesn't show anything. Dabi says, geez, I thought they'd recognize me. Izuku then would say, you're built like a burnt chicken strip. Obviously enough they weren't going to recognize you off pure looks. He lifts up his hand, and suddenly Dabi's scars begin to vanish, and he looks all confused. Are you healing me? You can do that? You could have done that this whole time? Deku would nod. As he heals his face, he heals his arm, he heals everything. As Dabi then finally looks upward at Todoroki, and Todoroki instantly recognizes it. He just sits there. You were his prize. He cared so much about you because you had fire and ice. He ignored me because apparently enough, I didn't have fire and ice. Well, until now, he would say, as he looks forward and ice crystals begin to form from his hands. This guy's really helpful here. He knows a whole lot about quirks. It's like his whole thing. He did a lot of research into my quirk. Turns out, I had ice all along. You know, maybe if father would have known that, he wouldn't have even had you be born. Nor the others. But hey, that's in between him and whatever else he digs down. As he looks forward. Don't you want your revenge on Endeavor for what he did to us? For what he did to Natsu and Fuyumi? I know I do. But being a villain isn't the right way. You don't want him dead like I want him dead. As he looks forward, he will turn towards Zuko. Are you sure you can convince them? I mean, I don't know. After all, the guy just started using his fire. I'm not too certain. But like I said, I can get rid of that fire if you want. You'll be a purely ice guy. Hell, I'll make your ice even stronger than both sides of your quirks combined. As he says this, Todoroki would decline his offer. And Izuku would sigh. Ugh. You're fucking stupid. But hey, it's whatever. I tried. Izuku would turn. Dabi, you talk to him. From there, Dabi begins to talk to him. And Izuku just looks towards Mineta. If you become a villain, you'll get all the evil bad bitches. And Mineta's like, I have to see them first. And Todoroki instantly looks at him. Are you serious? And Mineta's like, I have to see them first. They have to be worth it. And he's like, what won't you do for some pussy? Nothing. There's literally nothing I wouldn't do. Are you really about to... Deku says, seriously? That's it? Mineta would nod. And Deku just thinks, huh. He snaps his fingers as he shows up as a picture of Bakugo's mom. He's like, Baddie! Deku's like, she's not even a villain, but I guarantee you I can convince her to a threesome. Just like that. And as he says this, Mineta just says, I agree. And Todoroki looks at him. Bro. Actually, nah, you don't really matter. Ain't nobody worried about you. But you, just like that, you betray us. I'd actually betray you even easier than that. Mineta would say. Why? I want pussy. That's not a valid answer. That's really not a valid answer. Yep, doesn't matter. Time skip. From here, Izuku winds up hearing the classic line, "Pizza delivery," and Deku will quickly think, only one person dumb enough to take some shit like that. All Might. And boom, the door is burst down. But from there, you would see All Might and the other pro heroes. And Deku looks towards Ujiko. Is the process complete yet? Ujiko would shake his head no. But it's enough. Izuku would smile. Good. He turns and looks towards All Might. All Might, you're powerful. And All Might goes in for a classic Detroit smash. Izuku and the others would still get away like a cannon. Todoroki would still end up accepting. The difference is, though, he teleports Mineta away as well. With this being the case, All Might and All For One would have their classic battle. But after their classic battle ends, All Might in the Small Might form would suddenly see as Deku appears before him. Everyone would go silent. As several pro heroes would charge forward, the League of Villains would immediately step in their way, as well as them being trapped by Mineta's small hairball thingamajiggies. As then, the League just decays several pro heroes. Dabi would burn him alive, Shigaraki would decay him, and like so many just died. Deku would grab All Might as he teleports him into his laboratory. From there, All Might was chained up and bound there, and Deku just turns and looks towards All For One. Bye-bye. As he paralyzes him and kills him on the spot, blasting him with enough lightning to completely incinerate his body. From here, Deku would turn. All Might is gone. You'll probably see him in the next 20-something years. From here, the next few things would go on in the story, but simply put, Deku dominated. They tried to start a war with the League of Villains, but due to twice being here in this timeline and them having a great connection with Deku, an entire army of Dekus is too much. And in the end, Izuku wins. He conquers the world and becomes a villain. And from here, you would look as he looks at All Might 20 years later, still chained in the same spot. You know how it feels. All Might. Okay, guys, to be honest with y'all, the first part of this video, like the first hour and like 7-something minutes, I recorded it 9 months ago. So the video likely is not the same, and it, you know, it's pretty obvious that I couldn't make it the same since the first part was literally damn nearly a year ago. But hey, comment down below what you guys think and give me some ideas. You know, someone kept commenting part 2 to this, and I felt like I had to give the guy part 2. I mean, bro kept asking, and if you ask for something more than like a few times, I'm gonna deliver. That's what I'm just gonna do. So yeah, with that being said, if you guys want to keep up with more updates on me, follow my Instagram. It will be down below in the description. And with that, I'm out.